number 20, Jana Fričová. Číslo 31 number Pardubice, Kateřina Držmíčková. Číslo 18 number 18, Pavlína Horálková. Číslo 9 number 9, Martina Topičová. Číslo 14 number 14, Denisa Křížová. Číslo 8 number 8, Barbara Patočková. Číslo 25 number 25, Michaela Rulová. Číslo 24 number 24, Petra Kvasničková. Číslo 13 number 30, Lucie Kumínová. Číslo 16 number 60, Terka Palová. Číslo 71 number 71, Aneta Levová. Číslo 42 number 42, Aneta Kábrtová. Číslo 22 number 22, Lucka Manhartová. Číslo 26 number 26, Petula Sibilová. Číslo 12 number 12, Linda Hicksová. A trenér head coach of the Czech Republic, Karel Manhart. Dámy a pánové, to jsou oni, to jsou naše hrdinky, to jsou naše neporažené hráčky. To je tým České republiky! Prosím, přivítejme a pozdravme také hlavní rozhodčí dnešního utkání. Here are the referees for this game, Kenny Keller and Patricie Vokalová. Vítejte v Pardubicích. Prosím, přivítej hráčky a reprezentantky České republiky! Prosím, přivítejme také vyzvatelky výběr Kanady. Please welcome the team of Canada!
There you see the scene live at Tipsport Arena. Czech Republic women's team just been introduced. Canada making their way onto the floor. You were with me for the last game. I misspoke. I said Italy, Slovakia was next. Our next game is this one, the big one, Czech Republic and Team Canada. Slovakia and Italy will be next at 9:15 local time. Those two games will determine the standings at the end of the round robin for the women. We know that the Czech Republic, Canada, USA, Slovakia will be the four teams to go to the semifinals. The question is, what will the placements be? We won't know until after this game and after the next one. Coming into this game, Czech Republic in first place. 4 games played, 3 regulation wins, 1 overtime win. So they have 11 points. Team Canada, 4 games played, 3 wins, 1 loss, that to Slovakia. They have 9 points, 2 points behind the Czech Republic. USA, 2 wins, 1 overtime win. and 2 losses. That's 8 points, just 1 point behind Canada, but USA is finished their round robin competition. They can finish no better than third. And Slovakia 1 point behind the United States with 7. So Czech Republic 11, Canada 9, USA 8, Slovakia 7. Starting in goal for Canada in this game, Kristen Sugiyama. And for the Czech Republic, well, we see the 2 goalies here. They traditionally will do that, with both goalies in heading out. Starting goaltender for the Czech Republic, Katarina Zakowska. Canada, the blue, red trim. The black with the blue trim. And there you see the Czech Republic, white, with red and blue trim. Good atmosphere here in Tipsport for the start of this one. Everyone, my name is George Scott. Set to get underway. Canada controlling from the face-off. And right from the face-off, the ball goes out of play just 4 seconds in. Katarina Nemchova for the Czechs. Again, Canada win the face-off. Kristen Kuz. We'll play it around to Heather Beersens up ahead. Elisa Desmier. Shot one in wide, trying to track it down over on the far side. Team Canada back at the point. Kuz doesn't shoot it. Now a shot comes in. That got blocked. It's Amanda Kane coming off the boards. Team Canada out in front. Can't get a shot away. Penalty coming up early to the Czech Republic. They'll touch it up. Canada will go on the power play. Coming off the boards, cutting in front, Jamie Lee Rattray. She's Canada's leading scorer in this championship. Knocked down in front of the goal. You see the trip. Canada go to the power play just 41 seconds into the first period. Karel Manhart, head coach, the Czech Republic. Canada will take it in around behind the goal. They'll come back to the point. Kuz, top of the circle, moves in. Now she'll shoot it. That hit Ledleva in front of the Czech Republic. Ball into the corner. Pallotta, she's got it. Let it come to Mars. Pallotta. Kuz, one-time shot. Again, blocked up front, did not get through. Ledleva can't clear it. Team Canada will keep it in. Back of the point. Mars. Shot. That got through, they score! Team Canada get on the board first. Michelle Mars with a blast from the point. 1:27 into the first period. Mars from right at the blue line. Over the blocker of the left-handed goaltender, Katarina Zakowska. So a power play goal to open the scoring for Team Canada. First time the Czech Republic has trailed in a game throughout this tournament. Again, final game in the round robin, both these teams. Czech Republic clear it down. And a wave off the floor and Canada back to get it. Up along the boards, cleared down the floor. Back to get it, Hersogova. Team Canada will hold it in. April Drake to the side of the goal. It came loose. Vashnikova. She lost it over on the far side. Mandy Duhamel able to hold it in for Canada. Now it comes loose. Rulova to the blue line and over. They'll gain the zone. They can come all the way back to the red line now. Drake gets it out. Back to pick it up. Kusinova. Nemjeva with the hard shot right on goal. Sugiyama with the save. Desmere mishandled it. Knocked out by Canada. Kusinova lost it to Kane. Amanda Kane working along the boards. Down into the corner. That finds Jamie Lee Rattray. Rattray for Canada. All the way back at the blue line, Mallory Johnson waiting for it there. Johnson off the boards, down to Kane, knocked off her stick. They'll go to the boards, right at the blue line. Canada come up with it. Rattray's got it. Rattray with a shot, blocked by the defense. In front, backhand. That didn't get through. Desmere, sharp angle, off a stick, up and out of play. Face-off will stay in the Czech Republic end of the floor. Karolina Kusinova, number 21 there for the Czech Republic. Denisa Shisheva, number 14. And number 26 was Vendela Kriblova. Shisheva is certainly a star here this week, number 14. Pallotta, 14 Canada, cycles it down low. Into the corner they go with it. Back up along the boards. Drake. That was Francis. Francis behind the goal. Francis out in front, gets by everybody. And away come the Czechs. Kusinova dumping it in. Shisheva was looking for it. Comes back out at the blue line. Held in by the Czech Republic. Ledlova back at the point. Frisheva shot. That goes wide. Shisheva has it. Back at the blue line. Shot wide of the goal. Comes off the end boards. Kuz trying to control it. Bouncing ball picked up by the Czechs. These two teams met in the gold medal game 2 years ago at the last World Championships in Zug, Switzerland. Canada coming away with the gold medal. It's a new day. Dumped in by Cheyenne Eagle. The Czechs get to it and they'll move it out. Czech player knocked down. That'll be a penalty to Canada. Mike, mistake. Referee's arm went up. It was to indicate the ball was cleared from outside of the red line. Referee's arm went up just as the Czech player went down, but it was not to call a penalty. To indicate the flooring. A face-off in the Czech end of the arena. They'll break out. 2-on-1 shaping up down low. Canada breaks it up. Following up on it was Rulova. Couldn't get his shot away. Duhamel. Up ahead. Cleared in. Nemcheva. Turning away from the forechecker. Nemcheva. Good outlet pass. Right onto the stick of Potachkova. Manhardova plays it in a little further. Potachkova in the corner. Kicks it free to Manhardova. Canada coming away. Good move there. Breaking out. Rattray over the blue line. Rattray offside as she made that move at the blue line. Face-off will come just outside the Czech blue line. 5:32 gone, opening period. 1-0 for Canada. A goal by Michelle Mers.
ahoj!
Srdečně vás vítáme.
Czechs dump it in. Back to get it. Johnson for Canada. She'll reverse it to the other side. Nobody there for Canada. Getting to it first, though, was Amanda Kane. Now 4 players over. A lot of pushing and shoving. Tight quarters over there. The ball is in there somewhere. Squirts loose. Canada's got it. Tipped up ahead. Rattray trying to catch up to it. Back first is Frischova. Long pass up ahead, only to the Canadian blue line, though. Canada's changing. That pass up at the blue line. Canadian player standing still. That'll be a flooring call against Team Canada. Again, if you missed it earlier, if you weren't with us for one of our earlier games, announcement from the ISBHF meetings this morning, they've announced the site, or at least the country, that will host these games in 2019. Games will be played in Slovakia. The city to be announced later. And the World Junior, the under 20 and under 18, next year in 2018, St. John's, Newfoundland in Canada. The shot bounces around, ball bounces around, it's still loose. Canada finally cleared, only to center. Nemcheva with a hard shot over the top of the goal. Czechs come close, but couldn't find that bouncing ball in front of Sugiyama. Nemcheva's shot going over the goal. It went off a Canadian stick, so the face-off will stay in Canada's end of the floor. 6:40 gone, first period. 1-0, Team Canada. Save made by Sugiyama. It's a quick shot by Railova right off the face-off. Miskova back for the Czechs, held in by Eagle. Canada working along the boards. Eagle pushed into the boards by Demiskova. They get it out in front. Nobody home for Team Canada. Rulova at center. Rulova breaking in 2-on-1 here. Fanning on the shot was Hikseva. They'll get it back at the point. Shot comes through. Save made by Sugiyama. On it first is Rulova. She goes down. Ball along the boards. Canada trying to knock it loose as Cheyenne Eagle. Kept in by the Czechs. Played back in a little further. Up along the dasher. Touched somebody there at the Canadian bench. Face-off will come inside the Canadian end. Czechs coming close here, but the pass just a little bit behind Linda Hikseva. That went off the heel of her stick and wide. Well, into the corner. This is Hikseva. Hikseva along the boards, back at the point. Bad pass got by Kasinova. She'll go back and get it from the goalkeeper. Kasinova up ahead. Gabritova stopped at the blue line. Johnson's got it. Johnson for Canada. That pass in behind Curio. Czechs move it up along the boards. Out, down the floor. No flooring. They say it was touched. Mars holding it along the boards. Michelle Mars trying to kick it free. Gabritova closed on her, and again there's 4 of them in there. Ball comes loose. Canada coming away with it. Flipping it down the floor. There's Miskova off the boards. Tough angle. Gave it away. Rattray. Save! Zakowska robs Rattray. Kept in at the blue line by Hiralkova, and finally it goes out of play over on the far side. Jamie Lee Rattray able to break in all alone as the Czechs give it away. This is Rattray backhand and a big save by Zekovska. Dumped in by the Czech Republic. Back around to get it, Kristen Kuz. Off the boards. The Czechs are in there, forechecking. Potachkova comes loose. Rattray couldn't get free. Potachkova at the blue line, and that'll be offside at the Canadian blue line. 9:43 gone first period. Again, here's that giveaway by the Czechs to Rattray. Her backhand, great blocker save by Zekovska. Johnson for Canada. Nemcheva, force back. Gives it to Priblova. Around to Kasinova. Kasinova for the Czechs. Up through the middle, that's picked off by Johnson. Sent back in. Czechs on it, quickly move it up ahead. Getting a step on the right side. Ledlova knocked off her stick by Francis. Francis didn't get it out, kept in. Priblova back at the blue line. That shot did not get through them, put wide. It was Railova with the shot. Duhamel for Canada gets it out. Down the middle. Francis with a step. Francis with some room. Francis shoots. Save made by Zekovska. Back in behind the Canadian goal. And up through the middle. Poked over to the right side. Hustling back to get it. Kavanchkova. Canada with it again. Mers off the boards. Backhanded in by Tamara Pickford. Used to be their coach, an emergency player. Canada with two players out injured. Tinkler and Tulk. So Pickford pressed into emergency service. Pinned her player to the boards. Canada will come away. Tipped in, trying to get to it is April Drake. Drake in the corner. Behind the goal. You can hear the drums pounding inside Tipsport. Czech fans trying to rally their team. They trail it now by one, but here's a long pass up ahead. Kabinova was in behind everybody. That pass was on the mark. She had a breakaway from the blue line in. Miskova couldn't hold it in. Canada racing down. Rattray getting it out in front. It comes through the crease and cleared away. Kasinova for the Czechs. Kasinova to the blue line and over. Sugiyama made the save, didn't control the rebound. The ball goes into the corner. On it is Kristen Kuz. Kuz down the floor. That'll go wide of the goal. That'll be a flooring call against Team Canada. They are pressing. They're getting chances. Right up the middle goes Sarah Francis. Big save again by Zekovska. There's the shot in on Sugiyama. Didn't handle that very well. Goes to the corner. Kuz will collect it. Now Kuz has it off the face-off. Helping out Mandy Duhamel. Tough work around the boards. Comes back at the blue line. Potachkova. She'll throw it back in around behind the goal. Manherdova. She's knocked down. It's going to be a penalty to Canada this time as Manherdova was knocked down. Delayed penalty. Czechs with the extra player on the floor. Manhardova. Back at the blue line. Errant pass. So Frichova has to go all the way back. Canada doesn't touch it. Czech player holding on to the Team Canada player's stick. I think the referee had it sent. Now they're going to discuss this. Down in the corner, there was a real mix-up with the sticks as the two players went down. The Canadian player was complaining that her stick was held by the Czech player. We got a penalty to Canada for body contact. I think that's going to be it. Carol Manhart, coach of the women's ball hockey team, also the coach of the Czech Republic national women's ice hockey team. Just the one penalty, that to Team Canada. The Canadian bench wants an explanation. Well, correction, they're now going to send a Czech player over. Took a while. Jana Frichova. It looked like they were not going to call that holding the stick, but it appears they got together, discussed it, and Frichova will head to the bench, head to the penalty box. Two players in the box for Team Canada. We will have to wait to get an announcement on this to get it all straightened away. It will be a power play for the Czech Republic. Two Canadians in. That's just put wide. I suspect what happened in that tie-up down in the corner right at the end before the whistle went, they're going to send both players off. So just the initial penalty gives the power play. Jam play at the side of the goal. Another penalty coming up to Canada. Czechs just give the ball away. Smart play there by Šišová, and it'll be a two-player advantage for the Czechs. They try it there. And Michelle Mars knocking down Manhardova after she got that shot away. You see Mars there at the side, gets up, shoves Manhardova, and that's the penalty. So 3 Canadian players in the penalty box. 1 Czech.
Canada is playing a short-handed.
So it's 5-on-3 for the Czechs. Minute 7 to go in the period. Great opportunity to tie this up before the intermission. Šišová. Točkova shot. Save made. Rebound. Kept out. That is blocked. Team Canada block it and clear it down the floor. .30 seconds to go in the period. Manhardova checked as she got to the blue line. Picking it up on the far side. Volkova down into the corner. Johnson there for Canada, pinned against the boards by Horalkova. Out in front, shot over the top of the net, wide. Just 10 seconds to go in the period. Another shot comes in. Sugiyama got a piece of that and deflected it wide. Wild action here at the end of the period. Manhardova with a hard shot. Just 5 seconds to go. Referee's gone over to the timekeeper's bench. Right now the clock is showing 14:55. We'll see if they make any change to that. Take off 1 second, 5:54. Means 6 seconds to go in the period. Ball goes in behind Team Canada's goal. They like to hold it there if they can. Get to the intermission, they do. So the 2 penalties will carry over into the second period. 28 seconds to go in the first one, 53 seconds to go in the second. When we come back for the start of the second period, Czech Republic will still have a 5-on-3 power play. After 15 minutes of play, Team Canada leads the Czech Republic 1-0. We'll take a 9-minute, 40-second break and be back with the second period of this game from Pardubice in the Czech Republic. You're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships.
kostce a po mikrofonu máme Karolínu Kosinovou. Karolíno, poprvé na šampionátu jdete do kabiny za nepříznivého stavu. Co teďka bude v kabině probíhat? Takže kde byly ty chyby a v čem jsou dneska Kanaďanky lepší?
Jsou rychlejší na místu, mají lepší výraz a přístup, aby jsme zaspali pořád.
Ještě pár vteřinek budete mít početní výhodu v té druhé třetině. Vlítnete na Kanaďanky, že se toho gólu dočkáme hnedka na úvod. Jaký bude plán, jaká bude taktika?
Určitě hrát víc lidé a snažit se rychle získat pásku a střelet.
Já doufám, že to vyjde a že se za chvilku zachytíme gól. Tohle je Karolína Kosinová, obránkyně české hokejbalové reprezentace.
Garanti mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, agentura Czech Tourism, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice. Generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou JTech, KYB Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubice, Battery Shop, T6 Power, Quiz, Marhold, AML Holding, Radigas, stavební firma Jičmínek, Czech Insurance Agency, Nissan Auto In. Partnery Českomoravského svazu hokejbalu jsou Saber, Střída Sport, Merch 53, Fischer Hockey, Stillman, Hejduk Sport, CCM a Winber. Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Ketodiet, Vodovody a kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Sherlock, TNT Trade, Alukov, Energie AG Bohemia, Marknet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatax, Comia, EN Stav, Astex a Haspr, Elektroservice Modern, Finet Pardubice, Tekam, Mados MT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauset.cz a Top Centrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, AB Kont, Edera, Connectel, Flamy, Odrážovka, Ditfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Patapuf, Reptile, Ponte Catering, Chargebox, Allfloor, Tiburon, Kohinor, Berser, Finlandia a Frenzel. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, destinační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Lutická hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje.
Pardubického kraje už klepe na dveře. V pátek 9. června od 10 do 21 hodin se můžete na Pernštejnském a Komenského náměstí v Pardubicích těšit na bohatý program. Prohlídky úřadu, dobročinný jarmark, ukázka práce záchranných složek, regionální potraviny a řemeslníci. A ve 20 hodin na Pernštejnském náměstí koncert Heleny Vondráčkové. Den Pardubického kraje v pátek 9. června. www.pardubickýkraj.cz.
Včerejším hracím dnem se světový šampionát přesunul do své druhé poloviny a my jsme tady v ten 6. den viděli několik situací, které si zaslouží kloboucí dolů. Tohle jsou top 3 góly a top 3 zákroky včerejšího dne. Tohle to byly parády včerejšího dne a my se pojďme podívat na parády z první třetiny.
One to nothing for Canada over the Czech Republic in this big women's game at the ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships in Pardubice, Czech Republic. But as we start the second period, Canada with 2 players in the penalty box. Kristen Koo still with 28 seconds left to go in her penalty. And Michelle Mars with 53 to go in hers. Shots on goal, first period. We're saying Czech Republic outshot Canada 11-4. That's what they're saying. Canada is winning it 1-0. 5 penalties the first period, 3 to Canada, 2 to the Czechs. You see the Team Canada bench. Canada missing 2 key players that they brought over to the Czech Republic, injured in a game earlier in the week against Great Britain, earlier in the tournament. Don Tulk, Chloe Tinkler, 2 of the 5 girls from Newfoundland and Labrador as part of Team Canada. It was announced after the injuries that Tulk unlikely to return during this tournament. There was hope for Tinkler. She has not returned since the injury. Tamara Pickford, who was a coach, just as playing coach on the roster just in case, shot just put wide. She has been forced into action. Again, still a two-player advantage for the Czechs as we start this second. Kuz's penalty about to expire. Shot is blocked. Kuz is out of the penalty box. It is 5-on-4. Kuz hustling over to get to that loose ball. Look at her go. Beat the Czech player to the ball. Threw it in front. Looking for Rattray. Rattray's got it. Short-handed out of the Canadians. Only for another 8 seconds. Taken by Shisheva. Kuz on her. Now the Team Canada final penalty is over. We are back to even strength. Canada's killed it off. Up ahead, Rattray. Poke check at the blue line, plays it back. Eagle over on the far side, brought in by Team Canada. Skeets towards the goal. Canada player knocked down in front. Play continues on. Pilata working her way off the boards, tried to feed it in front. Hustling in there was Francis. Knocked off her stick. Thrown in front dangerously, but they get away with it. Ledlova on the left side. Dangerous, Aneta Ledlova. Offside. Her teammate a little anxious over on the right side. Got in ahead of the play. There's that one chance they got on the 5-on-3 early. The slap shot comes in. Save was made. The rebound was there and put wide. And you see the Team Canada player tripped up in front of the goal. Team Canada wins the faceoff. Up the floor, ball right at center. Cleared in, that'll be a foreign call against Canada. Miskova for the Czechs. Michelle Mars. Team Canada getting in a late change. Out at the blue line, out at center, taken by Team Canada. To the blue line, into the middle. Curio knocked off the ball. Goes behind Kuz. She touched it, so no flooring. Kuz turning against Hicksova. Kuz gets rid of it down the floor. And once again, we will get a whistle and come back down into Team Canada's end. Petra Sogova, number 6 for the Czechs. Helova won the faceoff. Get it in front, it's tipped into the corner. Nemcheva. They want to close on her quickly. She's got a great slap shot. That clearing attempt went out of play. She tried to clear it into Team Canada's end. Kane played it back. Off the boards. Czechs could have played it, so no flooring on the play. Back at center, it's kept in. Duhamel, it's tipped. It's there to the side. Desmier couldn't get her stick on it. Canada with it behind the goal. Rattray. Desminkova all over her. Rattray out in front. Ball bounces high in the air. Bat it down into the corner. Team Canada, and they touch it. They do. It'll be a hand pass. Team Canada changing. Johnson comes out along with Mars, and up front will be Pilata, Skeets, and Eagle. Shisheva, Ledlova, Rivlova. For the Czechs, that's their big line. Canada come away with it. In front, Skeets with a shot, that goes wide. She was fed by Pilata. Pilata has it. Back to Skeets. Tried to feed it back to Pilata. Comes back to Skeets. Ball still there, loose. Finally, the Czechs come away. Down the floor, knocked down, kept inside the red line by Canada. Skeets over on the far side. Pilata racing onto it. Getting to it first was Frisheva. Ledlova trying to get away. Now it's Priblova. Priblova for the Czechs. Down the corner, drops it for Ledlova. Cut off by Johnson. Priblova. Nemcheva able to hold it in at the blue line. Ball goes up in the air over to the far side. Getting to it first, Johnson. Off the boards, tipped in. Nemcheva back to get it. A loud crowd here at Tipsport again, urging on their team. They trail it 1-0. Johnson at center. Off the boards. Turning to put it in. Skavinskova. Manhartova behind the goal. Out in front. Had the goalkeeper going the wrong way, but nobody there for the Czechs. Off the boards. Rattray. Down into the corner. That's 28. That's Tamara Pickford. Back at the neutral area. In front. Knocked away. Back come the Czechs. Rulova forced him around behind the goal as Canada got back. Rulova back at the point. Sigova. Slap shot from Nemcheva. That hit Pickford. She goes down. Nemcheva can fire it. But it was blocked. Kept in by the Czechs. Now it's poked away. Canada unable to move on it. Czechs will go back to get it. Both teams making changes. Volkova. Fan on her pass. Knocked away by Kane. Rattray. Rattray gets loose. The Czech player goes down. Rattray working out in front. Shot missed short side. Kabinova will play it back behind her goal and go back and get it herself. Kabinova. Volkova over in the far corner. A bit of a mix-up there. Canada will come up with it. Rattray behind the goal. Knocked off the ball by Volkova. Desmer trying to work off the boards. Poke checked. Back come the Czechs to the blue line and over. They'll feed it in. They're going to sneak a change in as well. Ball to the other side. Manhartova back. Sigova shot. Horalkova leaves it in the corner. Back at the point. Shot by Kazinova. Kane. Back pass, not quite hard enough as the Czechs got there and broke that up. It's a good idea, just needed a little more on it. Now they'll bring it in over the blue line. Again, good defensive play by the Czechs, and out they come on the counterattack. Number 26, Priblova. Brought her in over the blue line, lost control of it and put herself offside. 7-11 gone. Second period, still 1-0 for Canada, clinging on to the lead. Man Akeem with that little back pass. See, that had a little bit more out in front. The Czech player couldn't have got to it. Okay, nice idea. Execution just a little bit off, and a good play by the Czechs. Rulova, the captain, having a chat with the official. Whatever the message she receives, she'll relay it back to her bench. Flipped on by Canada. They'll get to it and can't catch up to it. Czechs to the boards. Canada intercepted that. Johnson. Skeets. Skeets off the board. She's got a little bit of room. Tried to get it behind the goal. That was intercepted. Comes back out to Skeets. Skeets with a chance. Missed far side. Johnson and Ledlova. Johnson's got it. Skeets one-timer off the heel of her stick. Puck comes to the near board. Skeets holds it in. Demichkova. Kriblova. Canada gets to it first. Palata. Ledlova. She stopped as she tried to get away. Now it's cleared down the floor. Back on it is Kuz. Kuz with Shisheva watching her. Kuz winding up. Gets away from Shisheva. Kristen Kuz, great pass over on the left side. Back up front. They try to get it down low for Kuz. Ball is cleared away again by the Czechs. Going back there, Heather Behrens. Canada away with it. Pickford, top of circle, shoots, save made. Ball bounces around over to the boards. Rulova, great little back pass. Hicksova down into the corner. Hicksova taken away from her. To the boards. Canada on it first. They'll get it out at center. All alone on the rush. Pickford, she'll clear it in. Head to the bench. Frischeva. Long pass in behind everybody is Pototskova. Pototskova shoots. Save made by Sugiyama. Canada caught on a line change. The Czechs move it out quickly. Pototskova. Right into the torso of Sugiyama. She's got it. And it stays 1-0. Ball goes into the Czech bench. The Czechs will change. Lisa Desmier. Tara Swanson there for Team Canada. Face off one cleanly by the Czechs. Get it in, stopped up at center. Now they'll bring it in over the blue line. They've gained the zone, throw it in front. It was tipped wide into the corner. And Herdova down into the corner. She's looking for it. Canada trying to work it up along the boards. Van Hardevaart comes in there. Back at the point. The Czechs have it. Shot in towards goal. That goes wide. Off the end boards, out in front. Canada just get rid of it in time. Off the boards. Trying to get to it was Amanda Kane. Comes back to Swanson. Swanson quickly up ahead to Desmer. She was bumped. Under 5 to go in the second. Kriblova in front. Saved by Sugiyama. The ball is still there. Now she'll cover it up. The Czechs come close. Kriblova and in front Shisheva, and there's the save, doing the split Sugiyama, and then she'll cover up the rebound. What a great pass right here, right on the tape. Ball goes up in the air and Sugiyama covers it. Czechs win the face-off. Slap shot. Hit a couple of players in front. It's there in the face-off circle. Ledlova will be called for closing her hand on the ball. That'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. 4:22 to go. Coming up next, Slovakia, Italy, women's competition. Canada get it out to the neutral zone. Shot. Sugiyama. Save. Into the corner. Ledlova's on it. Back of the point. Nemcheva can't shoot it. That shot comes in and rattles around. Not out. Kept in by the Czechs. Another shot. Still they don't clear it. Nemcheva has it. Off the boards. Zigeva, her shot didn't get through. All Czech right now. Shisheva all the way back. Nemcheva. Zigeva shot rattles around. Sugiyama looking for it. It went in behind the goal. Tremendous pressure by the Czech Republic. Nemcheva shot bounces around. Higseva took a swing at it. That didn't get through. Kazinova's got it again. Kazinova, top of the circle. That was blocked by Mars. Czechs really piling it on right now. Canada can't get it out. Swing at it. This time they'll get it out. Just to get fresh legs out. They'll go ahead and get the face-off back in their own end. The fans here at Tipsport give the Czechs a big round of applause for that shift. To the side of the goal. Czechs on it again. Winning all the battles right now out in front. Swing and a miss by Potachkova. Canada get it to center, no further. Nobody can get a good handle on it there. Nemcheva. Manhardova looking for it. Curio tried to play it out. Hit Manhardova. She goes in around behind the goal. It comes out here on the near side to the boards. Canada to the red line. No further. Kept in by Kasinova. Rulova backhand. Went off Kuz over the top of the goal. Rulova tripped up, and after all that, there's going to be a penalty to Canada. The Czechs earned that one with a lot of hard work. Heather Beersens will go. She gets her stick in between the feet of the Czech player, Rulova. So as happened at the end of the first period, Czechs will go on the power play late. 2:26 to go in the period. Kasinova. Kasinova to the boards. Kasinova holding it in. Nemcheva with the hard shot. Sugiyama with the save. It just trickles wide of the post. Canada able to get it and clear down the floor. Nemcheva back to get it for the Czechs up at center. They'll try and gain the blue line. Get it into the offensive zone. Nemcheva. Kazinova will just tip it in. Canada on it first. They'll reverse it. Kuz trying to get to it. She and Manhardova are there. Kuz gets it away from Manhardova. That's not an easy thing to do. And clears it down the floor. Volkova up at the blue line. To Shishova. Down into the corner. Vorolkova behind the goal. Czechs come up with it. That shot was deflected, went wide, and put wide on the rebound. Back to Volkova.
Probíhá poslední minuta.
Shisheva, Volkova shot, knocked down by the Canadian defense in front. Under a minute to go in the period. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Back at the point. Down low, backhand was missed. Battle for it alongside the goal, taken by Canada. Cleared around the boards by Swanson. Kept in. Shisheva over to Volkova. Shot off the end board. Sugiyama's got it. Just 4 seconds to go in the penalty to Canada. Another penalty is being called. Cross-check. I think this will go to Canada as well. Just as they kill that one off, they get called for another one. And with only 4 seconds to go in the penalty. That one, you see, went off the defenseman's foot, just trickles wide. Juliana Pilata will go for Canada. 4 second, 5-on-3, shades of the first period. Five on three for the Czechs for the next 4 seconds. Ball goes into the corner. First penalty is over. It's now a 5-on-4. Shot off Johnson and wide. Getting to it first was Beersens and clears it down the floor. 15 seconds to go in the period. At the blue line. Czechs bring it in. It comes down to Sugiyama. She'll poke it into the corner. Buzzer goes. Czech Republic owned the last 6 minutes of that period, did everything except score. There'll be a minute 29 left to go in the power play for the Czech Republic when we come back for the start of the third period. Just the one goal in this game. That by Michelle Mars in the first period on a shot from the blue line by Team Canada. Third period coming up just under 10 minutes. Make sure you join us. You're watching the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. We are in Pardubice, in the Czech Republic.
Když opomeneme dnešní utkání, které zatím ještě neskončilo, tak za sebou máte celkem famózní základní část. Jak jsi s ní spokojená?
Tak nejde s ní být tak spokojená, než prostě maximálně, že máme za sebou všechny vítězný zápasy, Slovenky, který máme jako největší soupeře, tak jsme nějaký porazili, myslím si, že nehrajeme špatný zápasy.
Co Kanada? Sama si říkala, že dneska to bude snad taková příprava na to vysněné finále. Kde jste našli zatím jejich slabinky? Díky moc za rozhovor, já doufám, že se hokej o Kanadě dozví dneska co nejvíce a že v tom případném finále doufáme. Pojďme se těšit na třetinu. Garanti mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Ministerstvo školství, mládeže a tělovýchovy, agentura Czech turismu, Pardubický kraj, statutární město Pardubice, generálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká podnikatelská pojišťovna a Finex Technology. Hlavní partneři mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou JTech, KYB Manufacturing, PlayStation, služby města Pardubice, Battery Shop, D6 Power, Quiz, Marhold, AML Holding, Radegast, Hlavními mediálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Česká televize a Český rozhlas Radiožurnál. Partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou AAA Auto, Štojbly, Léčebné lázně Bohdaneč, Ketodiet, Vodovody, kanalizace Pardubice, Explozia, Sherlock, TNT Trade, Auto, Energie AG Bohemia, Markmet, Calypso, ČPP Service, Správa a údržba silnic Pardubického kraje, Napatrax, Somia, EM Stav, Estex a Haspr, Elektroservis Modr, Finet Pardubice, Tekam, Mados MT, SAM Litomyšl, Bauxet.cz a Topcentrum. Dodavateli mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Rozvojový fond Pardubice, AB Fond, Edera, Konekta, Flejny, Odrážavka, Itfood, České dráhy, Rosengard, Patapuf, Red Tide, Ponte Catering, Chargebox, Holfloor, Tiburon, Kohinor, Berserk, Finlandia a Frenzel. Regionálními partnery mistrovství světa v hokejbalu jsou Aquacentrum Pardubice, Atrium Palác Pardubice, Deep Vision, Destinační společnost Východní Čechy, Kulturní centrum Pardubice, Dopravní podnik Pardubice, McDonald's, Dostihový spolek Pardubice, HC Dynamo Pardubice, Letiště Pardubice, Golf Resort Kůnická hora a regionální rozvojová agentura Pardubického kraje.
Skvělá atmosféra a fůra zábavy tam panuje nejenom zde v Tipsport aréně a našich sociálních sítích, ale také ve fanzóně, kam jsme se podívali s kamerou a mimochodem dnes večer na utkání vystoupí kapela Degrees. Jdeme se s muzikou přesunout do naší fanzóny. Mistrovství světa v hokejbale tady v Pardubicích nežije jenom v Tipsport aréně, kde probíhají zápasy, ale také tady ve fanzóně. No a to má na starosti Radek Mašík. Radku, jaký bude ještě program?
Ten program je hodně nabitý. Fanzóna je otevřená každý den od 9 do půlnoci, je zdarma, takže lidi nepotřebují žádnou vstupenku a ten program je rozdělen na děti, dospělých, kteří si tady přijde na své zábavné atrakce, PlayStation zóna, cateringové stany, stánek s fanshopem, máme tady stage, která tady běží každý den, takže se dozvědí informace, co se děje v hale, co se děje ve fanzóně a myslím si, že ten program je hodně nabitý.
Co nás ještě čeká hlavně na té finálové, což je 9. až 10. června?
Pátek 9. bych určitě vyzdvihnul koncert kapely Děda Mlády Kyledalbe, který bude večer po českém utkání a finálová sobota 10. bude udělána jako dětský den, takže máme připravený především program pro děti během celého dne, Madagaskar postavičky, zábavní atrakce, clown tady bude, takže určitě se moje návštěvníci nás těší.
Přijďte i vy se bavit do fanzóny a také přijďte fandit českým reprezentantům. Pojďme se podívat na názory fanoušků, jak se jim líbí ve fanzóně.
Je to pěkný, co na to říká?
Pěkný.
Je to dobrý, pro lidi, co máš, je tady hokejbalový turnaj je vydána, takže si myslím, že každý by se sem měl přijít podívat nejenom na ty zápasy, ale i se to fanzóny.
Fanzóna je fakt bombastická, za to viděl pódium, tam hrála Mixa včera, pátek to bude Děda Mládek, takže přijďte pátek.
Myslím si, že je perfektní, že je všechno připravené, děti se tam baví s rodičema, že se to líbí, takže přijďte, nebudete slitovat, budete se dobře bavit.
Je to tady úplně super, kamarádi hokejbalový turnaj, už je to tady, já vám určitě doporučuji, abyste se tam přišli podívat a učili jsme to společně stávat.
Takže nezbývá než pochopit Radka Mašíka a přijmout pozvání do fanzóny. Tady jsou highlighty. 21 Česká republika, Kanada 11.
Czech Republic controlling that second period, outshooting Canada now 21-11 after 2 periods of play. They had Canada pinned in their own end of the floor for pretty much the last 5 or 6 minutes of that second period. Drew a couple of penalties. Canada killed off the first one. The second one still has a minute 29 left to go. Canada leads it 1-0 on a first period goal by Michel Mars. The Czechs have done everything except score in the last few minutes, and they will have the power play to work with as we start the third. We welcome you back to Tip Sport Arena, Pardubice, Czech Republic. This game will go a long way to determining first place. One of these two teams will finish first, depending on the outcome of this game. Whoever wins gets first. Whoa, came off the end boards, and Sokovska had to be careful. Desmir gets it out. The Czechs will clear it in. 1:06 to go in the power play. Czechs come up with the ball. Czech player knocked down. Canada trying to get it out. They do. Ratry now one-on-one with Shisheva. Ratry waiting for some help. Tried to feed it in front. Turned it over. It's going to be a penalty. Cross-checking. It'll go to the Czech Republic. The Czechs were calling for a penalty against Canada over along the boards. Instead, we're going to get the retaliation. So it will be the Czechs going to the penalty box. Volkova. So we're going to play 4-on-4. Still 49 seconds left to go in the initial penalty to Team Canada. That penalty to Juliana Pallotta. 40 seconds into the third period, Canada leading it 1-0. Skeets to face off against Priblova. All right, 4-on-4. Lots of open four out there on the big international size surface. Czechs have it in around behind the goal. Kazinova will leave it there. All the way back to the blue line. Priblova and out, and then tries to bring it in. Stolen away by Canada. Canada to the blue line and over. Skeets made a move. You could see the Team Canada player waiting until she crossed the line. Referee says she went in early. That'll be an offside. 15 seconds left to go in the penalty to Canada. And Herdova in front, ball bouncing around Sujiyama, loses him, and Herdova just missed it. Over on the far side, she had the open net. Couldn't get her stick on it. Canada now on the power play. Sujiyama lost her goal stick. Kuz handed her stick to Sujiyama. I don't know why Sujiyama didn't just pick it up. It's right there in the crease. See, she loses it there. All worked out as the ball went out of play, but a great chance a minute ago for Manhardova. Sujiyama reaches down for it. Shisheva plays it to the far post, and Manhardova missed it by inches, tying the game up. Since about halfway through the second period, it has been all Czech Republic. Here's Ratry trying to make something happen for Canada. In over the blue line, drops it back. Johnson. Mallory Johnson in front. Canada's got it there. They'll chip it on into the corner. Amanda Kane. Kane settling things down for Canada. They need to spend some time in the Czech end. She got the first goal. That one goes wide. Trying to hold it in is Johnson along the boards. Czech player goes down. The fans don't like that as Desmir comes up with it. Ball goes underneath the player who'd been knocked down. And the fans very unhappy with that. Face off to the right of Zakowska. 9 seconds left to go in the Czech penalty. So, very brief power play here for Team Canada. While to get this face-off underway. Now they drop the ball. Czech Republic come up with it, clear it down the floor. That'll kill off the remainder of that penalty. Well, at the end of that play, a penalty called against the Czech Republic. That was the reason for the delay. She was the player who got knocked down, Dominskova. The ball came underneath her, then she got called for holding it, delay of game. That's adding insult to injury. So Canada will stay on the power play. Some of the Czech fans. Canada wins the face-off. Kuz. High stick. And the penalty parade is continuing here. That's going to go to Canada. Desmir. Right from the face-off. High sticking. Desmir looking up at the scoreboard, see if they're going to show the replay. I can't believe she was called. All right, let's go back 4-on-4 again. Manhardova, Mers battling down in the corner, no quarters given. Shisheva, Manhardova, Mers knocked down, ball comes back at the point. Maralkova throwing it back in front, cleared away by Canada. They don't get it out. Kept in by the Czechs. It'll go in around behind the goal. Manhardova is there. Duska Manhardova. She'll get it back here on the half wall. Shot off a leg, goes to the other side. Maralkova. Nemcheva with the big shot. Sugiyama with the save. Canada with the rebound. Errant pass. They'll turn it over inside their own end. Manhardova shot blocked up and out of play. Well, the Czechs continuing now, even strength, 4-on-4, putting pressure on Team Canada. Canada blocking a lot of shots. Sugiyama playing extremely well for Team Canada in goal. Tochkova will take the face-off for the Czechs against Traversa for Canada. She hasn't played a lot in this game out there now. To get some fresh legs, but Potachkova, good poke check by Sugiyama's. Potachkova looked to get out in front. In another 15 seconds, the Czechs will be on the power play. Ball held against the boards. Not much 5-on-5 dating back to the last few minutes of the second period. All penalties. Again, shot off a leg over into the far corner. Kavashnikova. Pokes it behind the Canadian goal. Canada a little slow to move it. Swanson. Again, 4 players in there. Czech Republic now on the power play. Brzagova. Friškova off the boards looking for Ledlova. Ledlova down into the corner. Ledlova having a look around. The drums begin to pound here at Tipsport. Canada come up with it, and April Drake will clear it down the floor. Now the Canadian penalty is ended. We're 5-on-5 for now. Nemcheva behind her own goal. Kriblova, she lost it. Ball bouncing away, raced for it, getting to it first. Dominchkova. Canada comes up with it. Canada drops it back. Pallotta back at the point. Shot from Kuz went wide. Picked up by Kazinova. Her pass beyond the reach of her teammate. It goes down the floor. Sugiyama's going to cover it up and then leave it for Beersens. Canada through the middle. Comes here to Beersens up ahead at the blue line, picked off by the Czechs. Jovanskova working against Francis. Francis will clear it in. She'll head to the bench for Canada. Moralkova behind her own goal. Stopped at center, kept in by Canada. Chance in front. Rattray with a move. Rattray breaking in. Rattray all the way around. Couldn't tuck it home. Then they put it wide. Kane missed the open net. Rattray tried to bring it back out. She got in a little deep. Ball came over to Kane and just missed the open side. Here they come again. Canada now pressing. Kvashnikova couldn't get it out. Canada back on it. Shot from the boards was blocked. They work it off the boards. Out in front. Down low. Shot. Save. Rebound. Still loose in front. Rattray looking for it. She's down. Ball is still loose. Finally cleared by the Czechs. Crazy action in front of the Czech goal. The Czechs get it out to center down to the Team Canada blue line. Michelle Mars off the boards. The Czechs will pick that up as Team Canada was changing. They'll bring it in over the blue line. Picked off. Drake. April Drake for Canada. Drake trying to get around Nemchova. She does, gets a shot away. Save was made by Zakowska. Now it's Canada's turn to press. Shot from Pickford didn't get through. Goes into the corner. Drake behind the goal. Nemcheva's on her. Drake fed it out in front, taken by the Czechs. Cleared down the floor. This will go wide of the goal. It'll be a foreign call against the Czechs as Canada has turned the tables a little bit in the last few minutes. This is that move by Rattray. Got in a little far. Tried to bring it back out in front. There's Kane. And I think that may have gone off the stick of the Czech player. No, she just put it wide. And Drake busting in, gets around Nemchova, one hand on the stick. Forces Zakowska to make the save. This game living up to its billing. Still just 1-0. Whoever wins gets first place. Similar to the situation we saw last night with Canada and Slovakia in the men's. Shot over the top of the goal. The Czechs are in pressing. Shisheva. Kuz not allowing her to get it out in front. She'll go back into Ledlova. Shisheva. Shisheva is shifty. Great with the ball, but taken away. Pallotta over the stick of Francis. Ball out at center. Played in by the Czechs, hustling back. was Johnson for Canada. Up through the middle to Desmier. She played it back. Canada will take it. Johnson off the board. She's checked right away. Rattray couldn't get it in deep. Czechs have it inside their blue line. 9 minutes gone, third period. 6 minutes to go. 1-0, Team Canada. To the side of the goal and wide. Desmier with a chance in the Czechs counterattack. Up the left side, they'll dump it in. It goes wide of the goal. Back to pick it up. Johnson around the boards over in the corner. Manhardova getting there with Kane. Manhardova and Kane. Ball comes loose. Nemcheva towards the goal. Sugiyama's got it. Holds on. We'll get a face-off in Canada's end of the floor. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in this one. There's again that move by Rattray. Tried to bring it out and tuck it in, and it came to Kane. Couldn't finish it. But what a move by Rattray. Canada that close to going up 2-0. Rolls into Sugiyama. She'll hold it again. This is a sensational game we're watching here tonight. Women's ball hockey at its highest level. Into Sugiyama. She'll cover it up. The sport is growing by leaps and bounds. Great sport for young girls to get involved in. You can aspire to get to this level. Don't even know how to skate, but boy, you've got to know how to run forever. No gliding in ball hockey. Got to keep moving. Kasinova back at the blue line. Shot off a couple of players wide. In behind the goal, they'll reverse it. They get it to Pallotta off the boards and out. Racing after it. Duhamel for Canada. Or actually, that's 21. Skeets plays it back. This is Duhamel towards the goal. Doesn't get through. Knocked down in front by the Czechs. They break out. They'll hold it up there on the left side. Down in behind the goal. Kasinova out in front. Shot blocked. Canada doesn't clear on the first try. They do on the second. Dzmishkova for the Czechs off the boards. You move it up along the boards. Kravinskova down in behind the goal. Czech set up, throw it out in front, looking for Rulova. Demchikova off her stick and into Sugiyama. Hicksova with that last chance, actually. Here's Demchikova, and then it goes to Hicksova. Down to Sugiyama. Exactly 4 minutes left to go in regulation time. Kuz flipping it out. Kept in nicely by Manhardova. Desmer played it back to Kuz. They'll go the other side. They were looking to get it to Kane, hustling to get to it. They do. They'll keep it from being a flooring call. So now Canada can go to work down low. Back at the blue line, Kuz. Shot. That got through. They score! Kristen Kuz with the shot. Not sure if it was deflected on the side, but Canada has taken a 2-0 lead. They're at the side of the goal. I think it may have been tipped by that reaction. Desmier is there. Can't tell from that angle. Catching a different replay a moment ago. Czech Republic's called a timeout up on the main scoreboard here at Tipsport, and it does look like it was deflected in by Elisa Desmier. Carol Manhart, the head coach, Czech Republic, women's ball hockey and women's ice hockey team.
Timeout is over.
3:25 left to go. And they are announcing here in the stadium that's Elisa Desmier with the goal. Ratri Kuz picking up assist. Ball is cleared in. That'll be a flooring call against the Czechs. Come back down to our left.
Vážení fanoušci, dnešní utkání přihlíží fantastických 685 fanoušků. Díky. Today's match of attendance, 685 spectators. Thank you.
Canada back to pick it up. They'll flip it out. Don't get it out over center. Kept in. Palava. Work it along the boards. It comes out in front. Canada knocks it down, and they'll clear the zone. Kasinova. Nemcheva. Right in under Sugiyama. She'll direct the rebound to the boards. Canada reverses it, comes out this side. Sarah Francis up through the middle, just beyond the reach of Pallotta. Nemcheva. Long pass. Canada's there. Pallotta with Skeets. Pallotta will hold it in the corner. In behind the goal. To Francis. Francis pinned against the boards. Coming away with it is Hiralkova. She's stopped. Back to Nemcheva. Canada withstood the storm at the end of that second period when the Czechs threw everything at them for a good 6 minutes. Canada barely touched the ball during that time and now have scored late in this third period to increase their lead to 2-0. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left. Canada controlling it from the faceoff, top of the circle. They'll hold it, throw it in front. Desmier is there again. Desmier threw it out in front, comes back to Desmier. Out the other side. 2 minutes to go, less than 2. Shisheva comes up with it for the Czechs out in front, looking for Ledlova. Cleared away from her. It gets past Nemchova. The Czech net is empty. They've got 6 players out on the floor. Shisheva chasing after it. Shisheva knocked down. It's going to be a penalty to Canada. Minute 19 to go. Quick goal here by the Czechs on the power play would make for quite an interesting finish. Mallory Johnson going to the penalty box. Czechs will keep their net empty. They've got 6 players out there against 4 for Canada. Canada can afford to shoot at the empty net because they are shorthanded. It won't be a flooring call. Johnson's got it, turns off the boards. Stop there, Shisheva, Nemcheva. No doubt they'll try and set up Nemcheva for the one-timer if they can. Can't shoot it there. This time, lets it fly over the top of the goal. Rebound hits the side of the goal. Players crash in behind Sugiyama. Czechs come up with it. Volkova, Nemcheva, Shisheva. Holding it, don't have a lot of time. Nemcheva, shot, goes wide, off the end boards, put wide, through the crease and came out the other side. Czechs come close. Shisheva with a shot, it's loose to the side, they score! It is 2-1, 28 seconds left to go. The Czechs have life. Crazy scramble down in front of Sugiyama. Shisheva with the first shot. There's the scramble, put home. Pavlina Horolkova. 28 seconds left to go. The Czechs will leave their net empty. Canada wins the face-off. Czechs have their goalie back in. Actually, they decided to put the goaltender back in, see if they'd win the face-off. They didn't. Ball is chipped out. Down to just 16 seconds left to go. Up next, Slovakia, Italy. Don't know if they can match this one. This has been a highlight game for this championship. Referee finally drops the ball. Canada, shot towards goal, goes off the side of the goal. In behind, time running out, 10 seconds to go. Rattray looking to just hold it against the boards. 5 seconds, that's going to do it. Team Canada is going to come away with a victory here this evening against the Czech Republic. Final score, Canada 2, Czech Republic 1. After they got that goal, the Czech Republic couldn't win the face-off at center, and that allowed Canada to just kill off those remaining 28 seconds. Canada will finish in first place. They'll pick up 3 points with the victory. That'll give them 12. Czech Republic 11. USA 8. Slovakia 7. So it's up to now Slovakia playing Italy. If Slovakia can win that game, they will move into third place, which would make it Canada first, Czech Republic second, Slovakia third, and USA fourth. That would set up, if Slovakia, according to form, beats Italy, it will set up a semifinals that would look like Canada versus the USA, the Czech Republic versus Slovakia. How do you like those apples, folks? It's going to be great. But first, Slovakia has to take care of business. They play Italy next. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with that game. You don't want to miss it. These are the 2017 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships from Pardubice in the heart of the Czech Republic.
Karolina Kosilová! Nejlepší hráčkou vítězného týmu Kanady, Blaster for Team Canada, je hráčka s číslem 7, Inspire number 7, Christine Cruz! fanoušci, toto jsou nejlepší hráčky dnešního úžasného utkání. A nyní je čas vyslechnout státní hymnu Kanady. Dámy a pánové, prosím postaňte. Please rise for the national anthem of winning team of Team Canada. České chlapy čeká silný výběr Indie. Čtvrtfinále chlapů, soupeřem Indie, čtvrtek 19:00. Uvidíme se a těšíme se. Ahoj!